Hey everybody, I'm going to be showing you how to do this cheat. This is not an exploit because it is built into the actual game. This does not require any third-party software of any kind. And no, this does not mean just getting loot boxes or coins or anything like that. This is a cheat. If you're wondering why you haven't heard of something like this, well, it's probably because every time it pops up on Reddit, it seems to be deleted within seconds. I just happened to be one of those that grabbed it before it was gone forever. If I had to guess as to why this is still in the game, it's probably because I think it was like hard-coded into the base of the game. And so I wouldn't expect any kind of a fix or anything like that to be added at any point anytime soon. I also doubt there would be any bans or anything for this because it is built into the game. It's not like it's a exploit that is breaking the game or anything like that. Not to mention that it's difficult enough that once you've done it, you've kind of earned it. So let's get on into it. Step 1, click on training and go into the practice range. Now the actual code for this cheat is kind of built right into the design of the game itself, which I thought was pretty interesting. You're going to want to go and pick Soldier 76. Yeah, 76, that is the actual code here that you're going to want to keep in mind. As soon as you spawn with Soldier 76, do not move, don't do anything. Just look over at the robot that is furthest from you. And you're going to want to shoot that robot in the head 76 times consecutively. You can't miss one shot. You have to do it in a certain amount of time. I'm not sure what that amount of time is, but you'll know if you haven't done it because, it won't work. If you miss any of them, you'll have to start over. If you move, you have to start over. Once you've done that, immediately sprint up to the robot and melee it. If you've done it fast enough in the allotted time, it will have changed into Diva using her ultimate. Once that happens, you want to jump off immediately such that you get off the ledge before it actually explodes. If you've done that, then the game will immediately kick you from the practice range, quote unquote, for inactivity. Of course, that's been removed at this point, being actually inactive in the practice range, so you'll know that if that happens, it's because you've done it correctly. So now you're going to want to go back into the practice range, and when you do so, you should immediately spawn as Winston with an ult. So you're going to want to, again, in a certain amount of short time, use this ult and jump over, knock this robot off. If you don't do it in this allotted amount of time, again, it won't work. You'll have to start over. Once you do that, the robot flies off and it dies, you will again immediately be kicked, quote unquote, for inactivity. So now that that's been done, you're going to actually have to exit the game completely. You have to stay off of the game for at least 48 hours. I can't verify the specifics of any of this because, the Reddit post is gone. I don't know the actual source code. And yeah. So once you've completely done that and done it correctly, and once you've done that, nothing will seem to have changed. It still looks the same as it might have before with all the new tags being in certain areas. But when you actually go in, you'll be able to see that, yes, these skins are actually unlocked and you can use them. It does unlock every skin, not actually all the sprays and things like that, but it unlocks all of the skins legendary and everything like that. Some parts of this may end up being a bit buggy, but I think that's mostly because a lot of this wasn't ever intended to be especially public knowledge, and hence why it's not as polished as it could be. But there you have it. If it doesn't quite work, if any parts of it doesn't work, I would say just, it took me quite a few tries. I didn't get the timing right on any of these steps the first time. And so I might actually be off on a few of these things. Yeah, I honestly, in some ways, it'd probably be better to just play the game because it'd take less time and be easier. But, there you go. That's how to do that.